list says tampon. The fact that I will never be able to menstruate or bear children is really sensitive.
And tonight, I'm very offended that someone would do this if this is a joke. You're gonna watch me have your back right now.
I didn't know she was transgender either.
Does that make the guy gay?
I don't know.
That just changed the entire dynamic of this group.
I haven't seen Joe all day. There was a domestic violence allegation, and the warrant put out for his arrest. Family is the most important thing to me.
Now it's time to work on us.
You'll never meet another woman like me.
That's for sure. Step up and be a man.
I will as soon as you let me. I love you no matter what.
Prove it.
Treat me like a woman.
Grow up, girl.
It's time to step out of your comfort zone.
This is exactly why I cannot be confident around because they take my life and make a joke about it.
It's day 5, and Carmen is enraged by what she perceives as a cruel practical joke played on her by someone in the house.
I walk in here being myself, being open, being friendly, being honest, to then have to deal with some petty ass bull. It's petty. I woke up today and on my grocery list in huge letters and exclamation points there says tampons.
Carmen's all upset.
What happened?
Somebody got shot.
They may have been well within their right to write whatever they were writing.
This may be nothing more than a misunderstanding, but if it isn't, I need to find out who is responsible. Hey, I heard what happened. Look, let's talk. I take this very seriously. I'm hoping that this was some kind of mistake that someone made. If it is not, then I'm very offended that someone would do this if this is a joke, and that I want to get to the bottom of this.
My gender identity, I don't want to make it an issue, more of an issue.
We didn't come here for that.
Exactly, like,
I get
you
it.
know what I mean? And
I get it, but we need to get to the bottom of this. Given that Joe and Kaylin don't know, how would you like for me to handle this?
Should I be more brave and just ask? Because I'm trying to get over, like, getting so upset.
Yeah.
And I have to also be more confident.
That sounds like a really good step for you therapeutically.
Yeah.
Would you like for me to be there with you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. This may not seem like a big deal, but for Carmen, incidents like this can chip away at her confidence and compromise a therapeutic environment.
Hey, Jackie. Hi. Hey, do you have your period? No.
Okay.
But I have a product in me. Wait. Okay,
I'm just sorry.
Okay, no, somebody wrote on my shopping list tampons under my name as like a joke.
And it's not acceptable here at all.
I haven't had my period in 5 years.
I have a
person.
whole box here. Hi.
Hi. Welcome to the ladies' meeting.
Ladies.
Carmen has a question for you.
Do you have your period?
Huh?
Do you have your period?
No. I haven't had my
Do you
period.
need tampons?
No.
Okay, because somebody wrote tampons exclamation point under my name for the CP.
I didn't write that at all.
Which I think is kind of up.
But
I
that's
mean,
up.
You know what I mean?
That is completely up, and I find that extremely offensive. So let me just give you a pen right now.
Wait, hold on,
I'll
Jan-
write my
Janice.
handwriting.
Hold on. We believe you. We don't have to
No,
do a
we have to
handwriting
get to the
analysis.
bottom of this.
That's why I'm here.
I'm sad to think that Carmen thought that I had put that down. I don't play tricks on people to hurt their feelings, and I certainly don't portray confidences.
Maybe Kaylin did write it. Maybe it was her. She's a kid.
Let's you and I go talk to Kaylin. If this was some kind of joke, it's totally unacceptable, and that won't be tolerated around here.
All right, let's do it. Hey. Can we go talk for a second?
Yeah.
Let's go outside. Okay.
So far, Carmen has been reluctant to out herself as transgender to Joe and Kaylin for fear of alienating them. But this incident forces her to approach Kaylin with honesty about who she is.
There was like, we have a shop. You know how we have a shopping list every day? We were looking at the list and we noticed that somebody wrote under my name tampons, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. And I kind of took it as like somebody was trying to be like kind of because me being transgender, I have a lot of insecurity when it comes to like wanting to have kids. And, like,
Oh, I wasn't even aware that you were transgender.
Yeah.
I give you props because she's sexy as but I did not know. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
The only reason why I wrote tampons right here was because there was no more other room.
I was hoping that's
so
what it was.
it wasn't like intentionally to hurt you. Like I'm getting my period, so I need this. God, you don't understand how
You need it really bad. That's why all the exclamation points.
Because I was so I'm like, I need it. Oh my God, it was a total misunderstanding, and I'm just like, I'm so happy. I feel so relieved because it's just like, these things do happen too, Carmen.
Carmen, I think that this is kind of a great lesson for you about not jumping to conclusions.
Yeah.
And I think that it's very hard in life when you've had so many bad experiences not to do that.
Right, because I would never intentionally like try to hurt anybody. Now I'm feeling like I want to be the person to talk about my transition. I don't want it to be like, well, I told Kaylin, and then Kaylin's going to tell Joe, and I'm going to be perceived a totally different way. Like, so I just feel like I'm going to probably have to talk about this in group for sure. Well, I feel so much better.
She wrote it.
I heard her say it.
It was an innocent mistake, and everybody's happy.
She's probably sensitive. You know, we're all on top of each other in the house. The emotions are
She's
starting
sensitive,
to...
she's self-centered, she's self-absorbed, and everything is about her, so she personalizes everything.
Well, tell me how you really feel, Joe. Did you get to know her? Have you talked to her yet?
She was probably the first person I've spoken to in depth since I've been here.
Obviously, Joe don't know that Carmen is transgender, so it's a touchy situation. All right, resolved. Accident.
The great tampon mystery is resolved. The world can go back to being as it was. What's the big deal? Like, she wrote tampons in the wrong spot. Like, who gives a...
Obviously, we've learned we have to be sensitive.
I think we're gonna have to watch our P's and Q's now, so we don't have to insult.
This is ridiculous.
Coming up.
Thinking your husband might be getting a hook that is degrading.
I didn't know how I didn't realize that
You're going to be divorced. You will be divorced.
I think there's something going on with Kaylin. She was laying on the couch all day with a blanket on. She could be detoxing. Then Dr. Jen just came and got her.
I walk a road that no one dares, without the lines, without the flares, hoping for a second chance, a shot to get another dance, a hand to hold before the end.
When I retired from sanitation, I got a job in great machines, that's for sure. I'm pretty damn good.
Wrap it around. Just give it a shot, please. You can do it, honey. Come on. You can do it. A little chich. Honey, yeah. That's a spray. There you go. Okay. You did it. Thanks, baby. Appreciate it.
Welcome, everybody, to group.
Thank you.
You know, all couples have threats to their relationships. I want to find out from each and every one of you today, what are the biggest threats to your relationship? Whether it is fans, friends, in-laws, whatever it is that is the biggest threat to your relationship. I would like to start with Carmen.
God, it would have to be infidelity. The reason why there was infidelity was because we weren't handling our situations the right way with each other. There was a void that I needed to fill, and I took it upon myself to go and do that. I was communicating with him at the time. I was telling him, well, like, babe, like, I don't feel like I'm getting enough attention. I don't feel like, you know, you're really there for me.
What kind of attention were you not getting?
I just wasn't feeling validated. I wasn't feeling secure. I didn't feel appreciated. I didn't feel like I have this guy that's, like, making love to me every night and, like, you know, making me feel like there is no one else.
You got a look on your face.
Well, I mean, with the things that she was saying, it was also the time that my mom had gotten sick, and she went through cancer. So I wasn't there for her 100%, because I had her, I had the kids, and I had my mom. It took a toll on me. So I told her that it was best that if we moved in there.
It was a tough place to live.
Yeah, I think it was a lot of stress involved.
Yeah, I mean, I was transitioning. We were in a really bad part of the hood. You know, I would walk out of the house and be disrespected by everybody on the block, because when you are somebody like me who transitions like in their 20s, you're thrown into womanhood and you have to learn how to deal with all these crazy guys that are after you because you're like, you know, fresh meat. And then his mom was sick. His sister did not respect me whatsoever. Like, you're born a dude or whatever. You know, she didn't even really approve of our relationship, I feel like. All I wanted to do was be out. I just feel like had that house become more loving, supportive environment, I don't think I would have ever looked for anyone else. It's just a lot. Insecurity, I guess. There's insecurity. And I feel like with intimacy, it gets blurry and it gets like, I don't know.
I don't think that's about him. I think that's an inside job.
Yeah.
I think that's about how you feel inside. I think that there's a part of you that still carries that feeling of, am I enough?
Got it.
Okay. Kaylin, tell me about the threats to your relationship with Joe.
I would say the threat would be his ex-girlfriend.
Which ex-girlfriend?
Thierry. I feel like for him and I to work out, he would have to leave that behind.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's ready.
Is he still in contact with her?
I'm sure.
Joe, is that accurate?
That's accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys were together and then she was there.
She was also on the show. The two of us were on the show. And, you know, I said to Kaylin, I think I may have unresolved feelings for my ex.
And then I said, go explore that. And I'm just like, okay, well, I love you so much that I'm okay if you go that way. You know, because I want you to be happy. But I've just been so up the past, you know, after dealing with him, I've just been not able to trust anybody, like, even, like, socially, like, when I meet new people or anything, like, it's just hard to let people in because...
You're guarded.
I'm guarded, and I don't know how to take it back down, like, because I put all my trust into him, and he just destroyed it.
He really broke your heart.
Did you know how brokenhearted she was?
At the time of that conversation, no.
And how about right now? Look at her, right now.
No, I'm aware of the amount of pain that she is in because of this. So what do you suggest, Dr. J? Should I never speak to my ex-girlfriend? That sounds...
If you want this to work, that's what it's gonna have to take.
I'm asking Dr. Jen.
I think that if the two of you were to be in a monogamous, committed relationship, the respectful thing to do is to make her a priority.
Right.
And that if she's uncomfortable with that contact, and that contact historically within your relationship has gotten you in trouble, then yes, absolutely.
And it's already bad that I feel like second option. Like, she said no to you. So now we're here.
That's not true.
Okay, that's how I feel.
Granted, I can't debate your feelings.
Thank you. I appreciate both of your honesty. Really, really good work.
Scary work.
Okay, Ange, what are the biggest threats to your relationship?
I would think that the biggest threat to her is definitely Neil. Neil is very sneaky.
What is your concern?
When I'm reading a text message that says, the is 5 minutes away, I have money, what do you make of that? Because he don't do drugs, so it's not a drug deal.
You saw a text at 4 o'clock in the morning.
4:27.
That said, meet me at the...
Yes. That was only like 4 or 5 weeks ago. So I sent all the messages to my phone because I said I'm gonna call this number tomorrow. Then when I wake up at 8 o'clock, all Neil's texts are erased on my phone.
I erased them.
So hello, what do you make of that?
I could tell exactly what I make of it. I have nothing to hide.
Suspicious
Okay.
behavior.
It's very suspicious, but I have nothing to hide. If I had something to hide, I'd
Then
know.
why did you erase the messages?
I didn't even know those texts were in my phone.
So why'd you erase them?
Because I didn't know how they... I didn't realize that
Okay, that's a lie.
I don't have to lie.
Ange, one of the reasons why he doesn't speak to you is you don't let him speak.
Well, when somebody's lying in my face, I can't help it.
Ange, what did you feel when you saw that text message?
I felt like he was going to meet a hooker.
Don't make it, I'm not talking about him. We're not making it about him.
Thinking your husband might be getting a hooker is degrading, disgusting, and that's still what I think.
Understand everything you just told me is totally valid, but it's not what you felt. They are assassinations of him, which I understand. But
hurt. Here I am, deadly sick with cancer, laying in my house, while my husband's using my money to pay for hookers. How would you feel?
all of your feelings of anger towards him are 100% valid. What I see in you is an immense difficulty sitting in your feelings. You like to make it about him. Every time I ask you about your feelings, you go off into a tangent in a different direction.
This is how our fights go all the time.
I know, and that's why
I just give up. Everybody asks me why. You ask me why I don't fight, why I just leave, or why I do it.
And you don't want to be vulnerable with him.
Well, if you're talking about crying, I don't cry. I just cry over my kids and when my parents died. That's it. I don't
And why
cry.
is that?
That's just how I am.
That's not a good reason for me. I don't take that as a reason. That's just how I
My
am.
mother
That's
died when I was 26, and I never cried a day after that, and that's just how it is.
Understand that until you are able to get vulnerable, it's not about crying or not crying. Until you can get vulnerable in your relationship, it's not going to work. It's just not. The two of you will stay in the same circle about, were you at the bar? It's 4:47, 5:32. Did you go to the gym? And nothing will change. You said to me a minute ago, I don't like change. I don't change. That MO. Because if that's your MO, you're going to be divorced. You will be divorced.
Coming up. So you didn't know she was transgender? I didn't know either.
Carmen kept talking about this transition. Once she said that, then I started piecing things together.
But now, does that make the guy gay?
See, I don't know.
That just changed the entire dynamic of this group.
So you didn't know she was transgender? I didn't know either.
I'm like, something's not right here. This girl's got a butt, and this white girl shouldn't have no butt.
Carmen is beautiful. Like, when I found out she was transgender, I was like, damn, you got titties bigger than mine. Like,
But they kept using the word transition. What the hell we done transitioned from? I know what the hell transition means. But once I found that out, I'm like...
that's why you turn your head like, what?
I looked over, I wanted to tap you.
You what?
You look good.
Shut up.
Carmen kept talking about this transition. Once she said that, then I started piecing things together.
But now, does that make the guy gay?
See, I don't know.
I don't know about transgender stuff.
It's a lot of questions. How did this work out? Like, how does this work out? I don't know, but we can probably ask.
Ask what? Ask the twins again.
Ask the dude, like, how does this work? Like,
Oh, you crazy. Oh, you crazy.
I would want to know.
Like, I don't care about stuff like that. Transgender, transition, gay, you're not gay. Like, if you cool with me. Now it makes sense why you writing tampons would be a big deal in this house. That just changed the entire dynamic of this group. Now this is a really interesting group here. Because Ange and Neil is nuts.
Yeah. There?
Janice is nuts and Rocky's a doctor. So that's just interesting within itself. The transgender and the gay guy, that's just a whole nother level. And Scott is from Creed. Do you know Creed?
I love Creed. I ain't gonna let him know that.
Such a small world, man. You just never know who's going through what. Never in a million years would I imagine that I would be here. I was the last one to find out that Carmen was transgender.
Maybe you should, like, tell her how you feel about it. When I first met her, I had a lot of kind of questions, just curiosity.
I have more questions for Adrian, actually. Not her. Not
Maybe
Carmen.
if you sat down and just say this, he's open. I want to know more about all of this. Just ask him.
That's what Caitlin said.
Just knock it out of the way. Because if you don't, you're going to always be like,
It's instinctual to be curious about such a thing.
ask him.
No, because I don't know what people's nuances and their quirks are. I don't know what ticks people off.
Yeah.
I don't know what people's areas are. So I try to be sensitive and respect that. They love each other. They're all over each other. That's the important part. I'm not homophobic. I'm pretty welcoming and open-minded in that regard. You know, my stance is, you know, I love gay people, they love me, but I just wanted to know what sexual preference Adrian is.
Do you hear my voice, how raspy it is?
You sound like Hans.
Andrew sounded like.
So I sync the text messages to myself. One minute you were at the bar, and the next minute you were at the gym. You can't even get your lives together.
And she's yelling at me, and she's not even saying one thing to him. Because don't you think Neil sounded so guilty? He was like, and she wasn't even calling him out on it. Neil sounds and looks guilty, and everybody notices it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm with you too, but he'll always have an escape because you won't be vulnerable.
That vulnerable won't.
Neil did look pretty guilty, but I'm with giving somebody the benefit of the doubt until that's no longer luxury. I still got girls in my phone under guys' names. Every guy has done that. Women need to stop bashing men for doing things that every man on the
No, you just need to not do it.
Why?
Why you gotta be such cheaters? What's that about?
Whoa. I said nothing about cheating. I said storing a woman's name.
If there's nothing to hide, why are you doing that? And you know what? In my phone, all you see is guys' names. I ain't hiding it under Joanne when it's Joey. When you do that, there's a reason. So stop your little lying bull. Be on your way.
I identify with the men.
Pretty sweet. Big Ange is the dominant one. She wears the G's in the relationship. I wish I could be like that with Joe, but I can't because he's just so freaking overbearing. Like he's just.
Kayla, what's up, girl? You want to go have some us time?
No.
Yeah, she treats me so bad.
Because you continue to treat me like.
Oh my God.
It's like, how much more work do you want me to put in?
You ain't put in that much work.
You just said yesterday that I put in the most work. That came out of your mouth.
No, I said you put in more work than me. So if I'm at 0 and you're at 1, that doesn't speak volumes to the amount of work you put in.
Stop belittling my friend. I'm suspicious of Joe because I don't like the way he speaks to Kaylin.
Get over here, girl.
No.
Let me talk to you. Naked.
I say he's a piece of work.
Come on, let's make each other.
Please lighten up on her, you know? She's getting all nervous and shaking her feet. Come on, stop it now. She's a fine young thing. She's my friend.
Yes, she is.
Okay?
She is.
I feel like Janice sees past Joe's bull and she understands.
You got 4 goddesses here, man. You do not want to mess with the committee. Because I'll put X-Lax in your health drink.
I feel like somebody already put X-Lax in one of my drinks. I've been since I got here.
That's because you're full of
Coming up.
Don't move anything.
Stop telling me what to do.
Okay, let's get the directions. I can't be doing everything here.
Oh, God, I'll never get out of here.
Today's group was about outside threats that can affect a couple's relationship. The best way to combat these threats is to confront them as a unified team. So for tonight, I've got an exercise for them designed to hone and strengthen these skills. We call it the maze.
Hi guys, welcome to Maze Rooms, where we lock you in and you have to figure out how to escape while the clock is ticking. Tonight, you're escaping the castle. There's gonna be directions that you have to follow step by step if you wanna escape. The couple with the fastest time wins. You have 20 minutes.
For the couples, the maze will be an entertaining distraction. But I'm using this occasion to see which couples can work as a team and which ones can't.
Your game starts now.
Here's the key.
Well, do it.
Well,
Get busy, go.
it doesn't come out.
We'll figure it out, Rocky. Right away, Janice is ordering Rocky around.
Come on, Rocky, you're too slow as
This
usual.
isn't the way to get out.
You can't boss your partner around like that and hope to get a positive response.
I got the key.
Andrew, you gotta go through the maze to get it off the wall.
You already got my nerves already. Me and Neil, we don't know what that went through. They don't have things like that in New York.
This is the exit, right here.
No, you're wrong.
I'm wrong.
Yes.
That's some bull.
I'm great at solving problems, but I have to work with Kayla. I don't know if our problem-solving chemistry is where it needs to be.
This is the exit, so you gotta trace back. I'll go this way, you go that way. I love stuff like this. I love playing games. And I'm also kind of interested in how, like, me and Adrian work as a team.
All right, I think that goes over here.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised by Carmen and Adrian.
Boom.
They spent the last few days fighting about each other's infidelity, but they put aside their anger and are working together as a team.
The candlesticks will light the way to Pegasus. But where are the candlesticks?
Isn't it this?
Baby, those are torches. They're right here, babe.
Rocky, open the door and get me the out of here. I need a cigarette.
I don't think we're supposed to.
Thing. in.
I don't think we're supposed
Just listen to me for a change, please. Just do it my way.
We're
Try
not
it.
supposed to unbuckle things.
Neil, up there ain't getting us out.
Maybe you're coming from this side. You ever think of that?
Well, the other couples are making progress. Ange and Neil just can't seem to get on the same page.
Well, I'm not spending my whole night looking at a wall.
You help me.
I'm already done.
The Pegasus. And over there. Okay.
Oh.
Ooh. Come on, Neil, stop with me.
Yeah.
If you are lost, look to the king for inspiration.
Picture the king. He's sitting on a chair.
I think it has to do with something with the fire.
No, look at the picture.
It seems like Scott's trying to take back the leadership role in the relationship. It's a position that Jacqueline has had for so long, she's reluctant to let it go.
So maybe we're supposed to light these two torches.
No, we're not supposed to light anything.
Doesn't this go here?
Right there. And then that one closer to her.
This one?
Yeah. Bye, babe.
Okay, babe, get the king.
Okay, what next?
I can't be doing everything here. Find a king.
Oh, right here.
Kaylin.
Study the painting.
I am.
There's a pretty big age difference between Joe and Kaylin, and because of that, he treats her like a child instead of his equal.
Go find the key.
Oh, go find the key.
Okay, come on, babe. Let's get the hell out of here before we die.
Come on, We're wasting mad time.
Oh, this is witchcraft.
Look, Rocky.
Don't move anything.
Stop telling me what to do.
Okay, let's get the directions, man.
Find the matching moons, baby.
Right here.
There you go.
Oh, this is the key to get out.
Adrian and Carmen defeat the maze in the fastest time, while the rest of the group continues to struggle.
Look what you did.
There's gotta be a key here.
No, no key.
Find the symbol.
Relax. We can't get flustered.
And you said you would get me out of here?
Well, I got us this far because you haven't done.
It's no surprise that the couples that had the most difficulty working together also took the longest to escape.
You stink at this.
And unfortunately for Janice and Rocky,
Is this doing anything? I got them all pressed at the same time.
they still have yet to complete the maze.
Sorry, guys. Time is up.
We're fried.
The maze room was very enlightening. Despite numerous fights about trust and infidelity, Carmen and Adrian managed to work as a team and solve the maze in record time.
That was fun. We need to do another one.
The other couples clearly have a lot of work to do. They have to learn how to communicate and work together as a team in order to make significant progress in therapy.
I took too long getting the key off the wall, I think.
You think?
Coming up, she acts out with money, you act out with alcohol.
To get her mad.
Find other ways to get her mad. Like say, don't talk to me that way.
Neil,
What?
Dr. Jan wants to meet with you.
Right now?
Right now.
Today was a rough day for Ange and Neil. The maze exercise exposed their total inability to communicate with each other. And earlier in group, Ange was unwilling to open up about her emotions. Since Ange is so resistant to this process, I need to sit down with Neil. He deserves a chance to tell his side of the relationship, and he's the only one who can shed light on this issue. Hello, welcome.
Okay, welcome.
So how did you feel about today's group?
She always thinks I'm lying.
Well, but I think that you have a long-standing history and pattern of twisting the truth.
Oh, I definitely
lying,
do.
avoiding when you know she's going to be mad. That instead of dealing with her wrath, you would rather just put your head in the sand, avoid it, or tell a little lie.
I'm definitely guilty of that, and I'm definitely guilty when I was drinking.
Yeah.
To be a total I mean, I really was.
Yeah.
But she's got these things that are in her head that never even happened. Even that whole hotel incident.
What was that about?
That was about being drunk and crazy. She threw me out of the house. We had a little flare-up. I leave. I ran into some buddies. The guy didn't have his phone. He was using my phone. I don't know what he was doing, whether he was making a drug I don't know what he was doing. I had no place to sleep. I had the keys to her bar, and I went in her bar. I had no money on me, so I went across the street with her debit card, and I took $300 out of the machine. And me, like a fool, I take the picture of the beer and the money and all the stuff. She found a picture of that, and she's trying to tie somebody was meeting somebody in front of and the picture and the money into one big...
And I'm assuming you took the picture of the beer to send to her.
I always do that to her.
Yeah. What's your way of saying because you don't know how to speak up for yourself.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I want her to feel sorry for fighting with me and making me drink. Like it's her fault that I'm drinking.
But instead what it does is make her go, wow, this is a guy I probably shouldn't be with.
Yeah.
Kicking him out was a good thing.
But she always wants me to come back. She's always the one that makes them. She'll never, ever, ever,
How does
ever
it make
admit
you
it.
feel that she wants you to come back?
It makes me feel good.
But I think that there's a part of you that likes this pattern. You tell these little lies to avoid the conflict. You know she'll kick you out, but you know she'll always eventually ask you to come back. That makes you feel loved and cared about when she has you come back. I don't hear a lot of situations in your relationship besides that where you feel wanted.
I don't know. I just feel like I'm unsuccessful. Like, our biggest fight is money.
Mm-hmm. Money's power.
I know. And she has all the power because she has the money.
Yep. Well, but you guys don't work as a team.
No, not at all. Not at all. I can talk and she don't want to hear it because she puts me down all the time.
So basically, she acts out with money, you act out with alcohol, and everybody turns the other way.
Yeah. Then I said, what am I doing? But I do it.
Yeah.
To get her mad.
Find other ways to get her mad. Like saying, don't talk to me that way.
I know. You're right. I don't understand why she feels it's so cool to insist that she don't care about me when I know she does.
Because your wife is afraid to be vulnerable.
She don't want to say she cares. You know, that's what kills me. I think that's someday I'm just waiting for, like, the door to break open and her be like, come home, I care about you. Like, you know?
And that's why I think you keep repeating this pattern.
Maybe he's right.
We need to find other ways for her to show you she cares. Typically, for people to feel happiness, they need to have a reason to wake up in the morning. They need to have purpose. They need to have connected relationships. They need to have meaning.
I've been thinking about that a lot, like getting more meaning in my life.
Yeah.
I don't do nothing. I went to the doctor a couple months ago because I'm always tired.
Mm-hmm.
So I went and got a full physical to work up, and he says you're healthy as a bull. He says that maybe I have depression.
That's what I was thinking, too.
But I don't feel depressed. But then I'm
What
saying,
do you think depression feels like?
I don't know what it feels like now. Now I'm wondering, like, you're saying I have no meaning in my life, and I'm like, I really don't do nothing no more. Big day out for me is to drive my wife to an appearance.
You need more than that.
I know. I feel there's something wrong with me now. That I have no ambition to do nothing.
Well, it's something we have to continue to examine.
I agree with you. You're doing good, Doc.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you for everything. Oh, thank you.
Neil's depression is likely caused by many factors, but Angie's degrading attitude towards him is certainly a major culprit. She thinks her harsh words motivate Neil, but they're actually doing harm to his mental well-being. If Angie doesn't wake up and learn to communicate with her husband, she's going to drive him deeper into his depression.
Oh, she thinks I have depression.
Really?
And I said to her, I said, I don't do nothing.
Then I wonder why I yell.
This doesn't have nothing to do with you.
Yeah, it does. I yell because you don't do nothing.
Coming up.
Where's Joe?
Is he still here in the house? Something's going down. There was a domestic violence allegation, and there was a warrant put out for his arrest.
What's going on, Mommy?
Nothing really, just I'm adjusting.
You're going through it. I know.
Yeah,
but you look great.
Mm-hmm. You have amazing skin, for real.
Oh, thank you.
Like, you know all the beauty secrets, all that.
I do know a lot. You look like you know what you're doing. Your makeup is gorgeous.
Thanks. My mom, she's taught me everything.
Does she like Joe?
No, not for me. Nobody likes Joe for me.
Because they love you so much. They don't want you to see you get hurt.
Right.
I know if Eddie was going to, piss all over my daughter, I think I'd be in jail.
Right.
It's hard to deal with a cheater.
Yeah.
Or even someone that's still in love or go back with an ex. I know it.
Right.
Caught my cheating, broke my heart. I drank and I took drugs. But then it took me half a century to get sober.
I feel like Janice has gone through so much, and she understands. She's a good person. She has a great heart. But I think I put up with a lot of because I see my mother put up with a lot from my father.
Being that I am a parent, I feel very protective over Kaylin. She's young, and she needs all the experience and knowledge that I've learned. It is my duty to pass it on. The good news about you is that you'll be able to resolve it when you're very young. No one taught me anything, I didn't go to school. I went to Vogue. Well, I have a PhD in Vogue. Where's JoJo? Is he with Dr. Jen?
I don't know who he's with.
Where's Joe?
I haven't seen Joe since 8 o'clock this morning in the pool.
I haven't seen Joe all
You
day.
saw him this morning with me.
Just this morning.
That's it.
That's it.
Everything seemed fine this morning. I think there's something going on with Kaylin.
Hello, Dr. Jen.
Hello. May I borrow you for a moment? Thank you. Today I learned something that's going to have a huge impact on Joe and Kaylin's therapy, so I want to pull her aside and talk about it with her privately.
Something with Kaylin. Have you noticed that she was laying on the couch all day with a blanket on? And then Dr. Jen just came and got her and took her somewhere, so I don't know what's going on.
Oh, she did?
But tell him what you think it might be.
Pregnant?
Pregnant?
No, she could be detoxing.
Detoxing.
I'm just, listen, that's just a wild guess.
Oh, come here. We need you. Come here.
What did I do?
We want to know what's going on.
Do you know what's going on?
Do you know anything that's going on? Because we feel weird.
Going on where?
She didn't tell you?
Who?
Kaylin.
Was she okay, basically, on the couch? Did she seem okay
was she
to you?
okay?
I don't think so. So you may have noticed that Joe has not been around. Right. He's been a little MIA. Right. It came to my attention this morning that there was a domestic violence allegation a while back, and he was supposed to appear in court and didn't. And as a result, there was a warrant put out for his arrest. And I'm curious, did you know about this? Next time on Couples Therapy with Dr. Jen, there was an alleged domestic violence issue.
What about Kaylin?
I've been wanting help for 3 years.
I had photos of like oh, don't tell anybody.
We tested all of your DNA.
You're the least compatible couple here.
That was science fiction, man. About as legit as the theory of evolution.
You know, if I'm loud, you're too sweet.
Let me finish.
Let me finish, Janet. You hold on, okay? I am curious.